Good morning, everyone. We welcome you to the Institute of Tourism Studies. I'm Stefan Tabone, as an academic manager here. The Institute offers, we welcome you for this information session, and we look further for next academic year. The Institute offers a wide range of courses from foundation to master's degree level. Such as food preparation and production, rooms division, events, and much more. Today we will be talking on the foundation and informing you on the foundation program, where I would like to introduce Mr. Andrew Da Battista to further inform you about this program.
Hello everyone, good morning. Thank you for coming. As Mr. Tabone said, this morning we will be discussing some generic aspects about the foundation program. The idea is to give you better insights, better understanding of what it entails, what are the needs for you to obtain in order to be able to enroll for this program. This is an exciting program. It's a start of a journey which can be as long as you wish to make it. But anyways, let's go to the details now so that you can start formulating some ideas about the program. So what we're looking here is a program split on 2 semesters and the LITP, that is an acronym we use for local industrial trade practice. So part of your program does consist of practical experience, practical work in industry. This will come, of course, further to the work you would do at the institute itself, where you have labs, various labs, be it kitchen, service, housekeeping and rooms division, that includes also reception and all. So you would be starting to experience these scenarios with various lecturers to get you ready for the LITP. The program on its completion, so from start till end, of course, you will be getting 60 ECTSs. Again, ECTSs, it's a scale used in the academia, which indicates basically the number of hours you would be exposed to, those what we refer to learning competencies, okay, which consists of knowledge and skills you would acquire throughout the program. Each ECTS, it's made up of 25 learning hours, okay? So that would include time spent in labs, time spent in class, examinations and assessments, of course, and as well as time, supervised time in the labs, as I mentioned. To start off, what does one need to enroll to such a program? So here what we're looking at individuals who have completed compulsory education, secondary school, okay, or otherwise there is a certificate, the ALP certificate, which I am sure you've already heard of earlier during the secondary school period. Okay, so the ALP. So not a lot of entry requirements here, so no need for O levels. If that is a concern, you shouldn't be concerned any longer, because this is an entry point. This is where you can join the institute, okay, and continue your studies in the tourism aspect. The overarching objectives of the program, of course, are to provide you with the basic understanding of the tourism. So this is why you will be exposed in foundation program only. You will be exposed to all the functions of the tourism sector, be it hospitality, catering, and of course tourism. So you'll be looking, when you're doing a foundation program, you are going to be exposed to, as Mr. Tabone mentioned earlier, to front office, to housekeeping, to kitchen, service, events. These are all important components that will also help you make your, build up your idea better about what is the industry about, what is the sector about, the opportunities that lay ahead of you, okay? And also it gives you time for you to reflect on what is the area, which area out of this is that excites you most, is the area which, you know, you would like to keep on pursuing your studies in. Because these decisions will eventually need to come should you choose to pursue studies at certificate, diploma, and further on. So therefore, this program is targeted to give you a holistic understanding of what is out there, what are the opportunities, and where you can go, and of course help you make your own choices. What we will do now, we will have a look, a bit of an understanding of the subjects that you will be exposed to. Okay, from the table you can see that you have these modules are all compulsory, so you will be doing all these modules. Okay, on the side you have the number of VCTSs, which as referred to earlier, give an indication of the weight and time you will be dedicating towards this particular module. And as you can see, it's not just about kitchen, service, rooms division, or housekeeping. You know, you'd be doing also other skills. These include numeracy skills, ICT components, personal development. These are all also important modules which will help you develop yourselves further as you progress through the academic strata. Okay. When it comes to the departments we discussed, so that again I will repeat it: housekeeping, front office, kitchen, service, events, and other. You'd be having both theory components as well as practical components. This can be seen, like for instance, you have the introduction to housekeeping. That is a theoretical module. Okay. Introduction to the theory of food and preparation and production. That is a theory module. As we go into second semester, okay, this year, I think it's good to also highlight that this year, the first semester will start in October. And we keep on going until June, sorry. Then you can see the individual kitchen and larder. What is individual kitchen and larder? It's actually a lab-based module where you will be getting your hands onto some kitchen tools. You'll be getting your hands onto some ingredients, raw ingredients, which you will have in a raw state, and you will develop in accordance to the recipe, which of course guided by the lecturer who will be with you in class. Okay, you will have the material, the procedures for you to understand the process of how you're going to get to the end result. And you will start, of course, having these practical aspects which go down very, very nicely with our students. I mean, everyone likes the practical aspects of it. But apart from that, then there is also the other aspects we mentioned. So the housekeeping we mentioned, the front office. You will start getting all these experiences within, of course, a controlled environment, which is in class, where all of you will be having more or less the same level of knowledge at that point in time, which you, of course, will gain as you go along, as you progress through a module and another, from a semester to another. All this, of course, will lead you to the LITP, which we referred to earlier. So that's a 10 credits, 10 ECTS. It will be time spent in actual industry, so in commercial outlets outside of school. Later on, my colleagues from the internship department will be also giving you some insights into how this works, because the institute will help you in finding these sponsors, if you wish, or otherwise these partners who will be also investing in you to develop further these skills. Okay, these will be mentors, call them what you wish, in industry, who will be, of course, showing you now the real world. I must praise, though, that the institute itself, within its structures and the way the labs and the restaurants are set up, it will give you, it's meant to give you confidence once you are in industry. So you should not worry much about that, because we will make sure that by the time you are joining, you are going for the LITP, you will have the necessary confidence. Okay, of course, this depends on the efforts each and every one of you will put into it. It goes without saying that a little effort results in, less results, unfortunately, but the more effort you put into it, the more likely you are to succeed. Something important to mention as well, since we have the diet, as I mentioned, apart from the targeted, that is the components related to front office, housekeeping, kitchen, and events, you also have other modules which you will see across your the time you will spend at the institute, such as accounts, bookkeeping. It will be given to you in small doses, and the dose will increase as we go along. But yes, these are important for you to understand, because at the end of the day, eventually, whatever the career you choose to make, you will face not only the actual practical aspect of doing things, but you will also start looking into how to manage certain aspects. You need to understand recipes, what makes up a recipe, for instance, what costs, the costs related to it. At this point in time, it will not be, the weight will not be that big. However, we will get you ready for your years to come. It's important to keep in mind also from this early moment that if you enroll in this program and you keep succeeding year after year, you can technically move up to a bachelor degree in hospitality management or culinary arts, and also a master in business administration if this is what you wish. So ITS, starting from such a basic, let's put it this way, entry point, can lead you all the way up to your master degree. There are no limits. The limits are coming from you. You will have, if you put your efforts into it, we will lead you from day one to day, I don't know, but a long way, so that you can, of course, get the qualifications you desire, with the aim that you will, of course, in the future, be able to find the work and to do what you love on an everyday, on a daily basis. Another aspect we need to mention prior to passing over to my colleagues, the language of instruction at the institute is English, so all the classes will be in English. Okay. The academic year, as I stated earlier, starts coming October and ends in June 2021. June 2021 is the end of the second semester, okay? Because then from June up till the next academic year, you will be on the LITP. So the LITP will happen just after June. And normally each individual will have, each class will have a schedule, a class schedule, which will be mailed to you, okay? By the institute, of course. And you have to make sure, now it's your responsibility to make sure that you will find the class, you are there on time, you make the necessary arrangements for transport and what have you, to be here on time and report in class on the day and the time where the lecture is happening. Something which I'd like to highlight at the moment, to take this opportunity about, is that you will not have one classroom for every subject. So you will be using a lot of the campus, you will be moving around the campus. You have to find your class depending on what subject you're doing, the day. So there will be also a period where you will be able to orientate yourself about with the campus. to make this transition, of course, easier for you as well. As you will see from the coming presentations, there are a lot of support services from the Institute, so anything you will need from us we're there just a call away or an email away. And yeah, I wish you all the best with your endeavors. But now I would like to invite Ms. Catherine Chiberras, our Deputy Registrar, to give you further information about the enrollment and everything. Thank you and good morning.
Good morning. I would like to apologize on behalf of the registrar, Mr. Kevin Bonello couldn't be here today. But I'm pretty sure that you will meet with him in the coming days. On the other hand, so as you know, we represent Registrar's Office. The team of Registrar's Office is here so that they will become familiar with you as well. When it comes to Registrar's Office, we are the main office where you can ask and you can reach us as you go in the entrance of ITS. And basically, our responsibilities are when we see the uniform, we see that uniform is compulsory, and it is important that everyone follows the regulations. What about the uniform? And to respect the uniform. Normally, at the entrance near our front desk, we have mannequins where you can see the uniforms for males and females, so that you will be able to know where, which style of uniform you should purchase, like the color, it's a dark blue color. We do not have a supplier, so you are free to go anywhere, but obviously you will buy the uniform as much as close to the samples that we have at the front desk. So that is the uniform. When it comes to the scarves and the ties, you will purchase the ties and scarves from here, from ITS, from Accounts Department. Normally that is done on a Freshers' Day that we organize last Friday before school commences. So you will be welcome to come here, visit the campus, and then we will guide you what you'll be doing here. But also one of the things will be for you to purchase the skies and the ties and the scarves. With regards to the government stipend, following full-time courses for students. Okay, so this is stipend. All Maltese nationals will be given a form by Accounts Department that you need to fill so that you will be able to receive the stipend every month. And in case we have foreign students will be only entitled for stipend if they have been living in Malta and paying taxes for the last 5 years. And one other thing, I'm pretty sure you are aware, but ITS the courses are free for Maltese nationals and EU, non-EU citizens. Sorry, EU citizens. Sorry about that. No. Okay, so Registrar's Office is. I'll be mentioning. As we see here, these are all the services that ITS offers. So basically, there's the scheduling office, which falls under the responsibility of the registrar. There's careers guidance and the wellbeing services, learning coaches and the international department. We also have an Erasmus department, the library, and the international department, and of course the curriculum and research department. Well, so these departments, we will be having speakers representing most of these departments today, but you will also be welcome to approach us as Registrar's Office for whatever queries you have, and then we will be able to guide you to each department or to the department in question. Okay, so when it comes to Registrar's Office, we deal with results, attendance, examinations, applications, external and internal, the medical certificates, personal records, part-time and short courses, certificates, and graduation. So basically, here we have just seen that is prior to starting the course, when it comes to applications, until the student, until the individual will graduate. So basically, we will be following you all through your studies. I would say something, results. You receive results via email, and you receive results twice a year. So you'll be receiving your result after the January exams. That will be somewhere around in February, and you will receive another final result in July. Obviously, if there are any updates, like there are resits, so on and so forth, you will receive another updated result after results are completed. When it comes to attendance, we take attendance regularly every day. You need to have 80% attendance, and attendance is compulsory. So basically, failing to attend for your lecture without notification, you will be marked as absent. And 80% attendance means there's not much of you to absent yourself from. Once you have a fail attendance, that means you have to repeat the module. So basically, the attendance is very, very important. When it comes to, let's say you are sick, I'll skip to medical certificates. So medical certificates, they're there. So if in case you are sick, you have to call at Registrar's Office first thing in the morning by 8:30 in the morning, reporting that you are sick. You will need to present the blue medical certificate within 48 hours upon your return to school. Again, so we'll go back. Then we have examinations. We have 2 sessions of examinations, one in January, one in June, of which you will receive the timetables for examination, etc. And the applications, when we said external and internal, the external, they are online. As you know, I'm pretty sure you are aware that ITS offers the application online. But for those ones who might have any difficulties in filling in the application or having a problem with internet, so on and so forth, you are kindly asked to contact us. And we have the service that you can come to ITS, and we have the resource room, and we can guide you and help you how to use our IT, the computers, and you can complete your application here. The most important is that if you do so, please bring all your certificates, whatever you need to upload with you, identity card, etc., so that once you start your application, you will be able to finish it. The applications was applying, when you finish it, you need to pay a €5 application fee at the end. So, and one other thing, the application fee is not non-refundable in case you change your mind. When it comes to, we also offer part-time courses, but I'm pretty sure this is not for you because you are all young here, but for the mothers or the adults that I'm seeing here, We do offer part-time courses as well, and basically you can find all this information on our website with regards to all the courses, all the full-time courses and the part-time courses. As I said earlier, scheduling office falls under the registrar's office department, and scheduling office deals with the lectures timetables, student timetables, examination timetables. So basically all concerned, all timetables, you shall receive them from scheduling office. Then there is the responsibility of room allocation, invigilation, statistics concern of student data, maintenance and updating on the ITS database system. That is the system that we use for each and every student, where we create a portfolio for a student and everything will be uploaded in this in the individual's portfolio. Rules and regulations. This is very, very important. ITS has its rules and regulations, and we always refer to rules and regulations. So it is very important that one will see them, and not only see them, but read them, and make sure for those, there are points that they are really good for you to know. The rules and the ITS rules and regulations are found online on ITS website, so there's no problem for you to get hold of them. ITS, it is imperative that all students are familiar with these regulations, and if they have any queries, they should ask registrars of department for clarification. What happens? Normally, I'll just pass on an experience. What happens? A student is here from October, comes a problem in April, May, and you talk to him about the regulations and they just seem blank. They don't even know about them. So they would have missed or their advantages or what they were entitled all through the year. So it is important that one checks out the rules and regulations with regards to attendance, with regards to progression, the maintenance grant, and the behavior. It is very, very important that one will know what happens when, let's say, one is involved I don't know what to call it, but when one is involved in any misbehavior, so we will also have to take action. Reports will come into our office and we will have to take action. First, we will talk to the student, and then it could be that we will have to refer them to disciplinary boards. As I said so before, again, we have applications online on the website. Each application has a registration fee of €5, which is non-refundable. Persons without access, how I did mention, we have the resource room, so we will be able to help you. On the other hand, the documents, you need to have them with you. And there is a medical questionnaire that needs to be printed, and you have to go to the doctor. It will be filled, and extremely important to list all allergies and conditions that one will have. That will help us in case there is an accident or there is something happens whilst on campus. In case of learning difficulties and or diverse abilities and or physical restraints or other conditions, applicants need to upload the psychological profile report. That is important because with the psychological report, we will be able to help the student, and there comes in the learning coaches will be able to help you and see what one needs so that you have the support. As a review board will review each application and may send for the student and or legal guardians to further examine applications, but the final decision will be taken by the admissions board. So basically, as you are aware, applications are open, and you are free to log in, go into the website, see the information. We're always there, a phone call away, if you have any queries. And on the other hand, closing date is 7th of August. 7th of August. So you have enough time. Whilst you are here today, you can ask questions for those of you present here in the ITS Assembly Hall, and you can also come to us to the office if you need further information. Okay, so here comes the internship. I will introduce Ms. Miriam Galia to help you with all the information regarding the internships department. Thank you, and I'll see you later.
Thank you, Catherine. Good morning. I welcome you on behalf of the internship office team. Whenever you hear the word internship, I would like to refer, you need to always remember that it is job related. It is always in connection with your placement. Now, placements are part and parcel of your course. At any level, you will see from the prospectus, from the research that you have made, from the information that we are giving, the placement, the job experience is an important module as any other module. So ITS has a dedicated team that is here to cater for all your requirements for assistance, for coordination. So in your case, once you enter foundation level, you will spend the first 9 months doing practice and theory subjects at ITS here on campus. However, my office will start working on your placement as from October. In summer, you have to do a compulsory, that is, it's a part of your course, a 14-week placement in Malta. So, since foundation is the basic course, you will be able to work on almost all the sectors in the tourism industry. So during your 9 months of study, you will be able to assess where you prefer to work. For example, we have students who prefer to work within the kitchen. So we will target jobs within the kitchen department, like kitchen helper, commis chefs, okay? Other students prefer the service part, that is, as a food and beverage attendant within a restaurant or within a hotel, or maybe working behind the bar. So we will target jobs in that department. Other students prefer front office duties, for example, a telephone operator, work as a front office assistant, reservations, housekeeping department. Other students also prefer to work in other sectors, for example, within the airport or within heritage sites, within the cruise port. So ITS works constantly in getting these type of placements for you. Besides, we have an online platform which helps us to assist you better. So even from these months, I urge you to start preparing a CV. I am sure that during your secondary studies, you have encountered, you have heard the importance of building up a good CV. The CV, it highlights your personal details, your academic achievements, that is your education history, okay? And besides, any job experiences. Now, you may tell me, but we are 16-year-olds, we don't have any job experience. No worries at all. You can even include voluntary experience. So if you're involved in any type of voluntary work, please include it. It makes you a richer person, and the CV is your selling point to get to secure a good job. So once you have that CV, once you come, you enroll and you start your school in October at ITS, your schooling, we will ask you, our office will help you and we will give you out information to upload this CV on a platform that ITS has invested in. The platform is called Hosco. You will upload your profile and CV, okay, there. So, because we have job vacancies which are uploaded there. Besides this aid, we also organize an industry day. That is, we invite all the restaurants, hotels, travel agents, anything that touches the hospitality sector over here to ITS. And you will be able to visit the stands, shop around, and secure interviews and eventually a job. Okay? Just on the side, you are, as you're seeing on the screen, you need to work for 14 weeks in summer. However, we do urge you to try and secure some part-time job. Maybe you do some hours during the weekend, during the academic year, because it will give you an insight and it will help you also to be more successful during the official placement. In the slide, you will be able to see some of our partners, the logos of our partners, which work with them. At a later stage, once you finish your foundation, you proceed to certificate level, which also incorporates a 40-week placement. And in your third year of studies at diploma level, you will also have the opportunity to go 1 year abroad. However, we will assist you and guide you accordingly once you come up to that level. I thank you for your attention. I would like to now introduce Ms. Audrey Bohajar and Ms. Claire Chantar from the Student Services Department.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. I am Audrey Bohajar. I am the Career Guidance at ITS. Myself and my colleague Claire Chantar, we form part of the Student Support Services. So basically we are here to guide you and to help you in different ways, ranging from career up to personal support throughout your years here at ITS, because we really value and we give importance a lot to different aspects, especially the personal aspect, okay? Because if you excel and you feel good within yourself, of course, you will excel as well in your studies, okay? So right now, you are being requested to choose one program of studies out of many. There are different opportunities. It's very normal that you have queries, that you feel unsure. You might be feeling a bit overwhelmed as well. Okay? So this is where my service kicks in. Basically, I can offer you different services, okay, such as you can send me an email, I can reply back to you, or else I can offer you telephone calls or virtual meeting, or else even one-to-one meeting, so that we can discuss all different opportunities and we see which course fits for you, basically. Okay, my personal details are here, so you can find the email address. You can also find my email address on the social media as well as on our prospectus. Okay. Besides that, once you will be our current student, I will be helping you out as well with regards to interview skills. Okay. My colleague Miriam Gale from the internship unit, she was mentioning about these job opportunities. Okay, so I know that some students might feel a bit green when it comes to interviews, so I am here to provide that service as well. Okay, now I invite my colleague, Ms. Claire Chanter, who will be discussing about the service that she offers. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. As she has already well explained, my name is Claire Chanter and I am the counselor here at ITS. And I take care of what we are calling the Wellbeing Services at ITS. All right? As many of you may know, and as Audrey has already explained, in order to succeed in life and also in your school, you need to be feeling happy and okay with things that are happening in your life. And this is why we offer these services, the well-being services, because sometimes in life we are not always feeling happy. Sometimes we are feeling sad or we are feeling worried. And that is why we are here to support you with that, because the more calm and focused you are, and the better you can succeed in your studies and also in your careers. Okay? So basically what I do is that when students are feeling either sad or worried about something, and this could be anything related to their life, it could be something that is happening at school that is making them feel worried or sad, maybe something could be happening at home, something might be happening with their friends, or perhaps even at their place of work if they are also having, a part-time job or if they are doing their internship. Okay, so what happens is that these students, if they wish for the support that I can offer here, they can send me an email and set an appointment. It will be a one-to-one session, very informal, very relaxed. If it's in the office, I would make you a warm drink, like maybe a tea or a hot chocolate, and we just talk about what the issue is, and we try to find ways to improve this issue, or find skills that you already have to improve this issue, whatever it is. If it's at home or with your friends or at school, we try to find ways to reduce the sadness and improve the happiness and satisfaction with your life so that you can do well also in your studies and in your career. All right? These sessions are confidential, which means that whatever is said to me remains with me. And also, it could be a variety of issues, as you can see, issues related to family and relationships or difficult emotions that you need to understand better, why they are there, what's happening, how can we improve the emotions that we're feeling. Sometimes people pass through different experiences that leave us feeling a little bit shaken, so that's something else that we may need to discuss and see how you'd like to move on from this difficult experience and not remain stuck within it. Self-exploration, sometimes students aren't sure exactly what they want in life or who they are, and they want to discover that a little bit more. And personal development. Sometimes students perhaps may be experiencing some confidence issues and they want to improve themselves, grow, become more confident, and all this is going to help you in all aspects of your life, in your personal life with family and friends, and also in your professional life at school and also in your careers. The service is offered all throughout the scholastic year, which means that it's even available during the summer holidays and also during Christmas and Easter recess. And also, we are here to support you during your internships, as my colleague has spoken about the internships, which are during summer. And then later on, when you continue to progress with your studies at ITS during your diploma level, you have the 1 year internship, and the service is still also available even when students are abroad. And then these sessions happen obviously via the internet using online platforms. Okay, so that's a nutshell of my services. If anybody would like to get in touch to set an appointment to discuss any issues, my email address is written over there, and it is also found on the website and on social media. As part of our student support services, we also have another colleague with us, which she was unable to come here today, but we put a photo of her so you can see her and familiarize yourself with who she is. Her name is Miss Jackie Drury, and she is the student support officer. Her role in the school is that she is your first point of reference, first point of contact. So this means that if you have an issue and you're not sure exactly who you need to speak to about, whether you need to seek the career guidance support or my own support, or maybe it's something that the registrar's office can help you with, or maybe it's something which is best to inform the internship unit about. If you're a little bit unsure about who to speak to, you can speak to Ms. Jackie Drury, okay? And she is kind of like the bridge between the students and the rest of the institute and the different departments, and she is able to guide you to find the proper means and ways of tackling that issue. All right, she is there to listen and understand your issue, support you if there is an issue where you need to be defended against other aspects or other people. She will be there to support you in that as well and give you advice about how best to tackle the issue and move forward. Okay, so that is it from our end. Also, there is Jackie's email address, and she will be here later on during the scholastic year. Okay, and if you need anything from us, we are here to support you, not just to do well in your exams and in your career, but also to feel happy and satisfied with your life in general, in all aspects, family, friends, school, work, etc. Okay? So that's it from my end. Are there any questions about anything which was covered during the information sessions? We're also going to check whether there are any questions which are coming in through our online system. Anybody in the room who has any questions? If there's anybody who is watching us online and would like to ask a question also, this is the moment where you type it out so we can answer.
Okay, so I'm taking a first question which is coming online. It's asking basically if after second semester, each individual can choose for the third semester, that is for the LITP, I believe. This candidate is asking if the third semester, which industry, which segment of the sector she or he would like to conduct the experience, the work, the LITP, the local industrial trade practice. So the answer for that is the choice is in your hands. You will choose where you wish to conduct the local industrial trade placement. So no, it's not certainly not imposed on you to continue working within a particular department. The internship offices highlighted also earlier are there to help you find the roles or the sectors which are of interest to you, and together with them, with the internship department, you will be, of course, choosing your area, the area which is most of interest to you. We have some more questions which we will be answering shortly.
Mela.
So another question is related to the entry criteria. The question is, if I have 2 O levels, can I apply? Yes, you can apply, of course, for the foundation program, which in this circumstance is the entry point. And yeah, I mean, you need to present your school leaving certificate, the O levels you have obtained, and any other certificates you may have, and the foundation program, of course, will be your start point. Then you will progress accordingly, depending also on how you will perform during the time spent following this program.
Okay, so one of the questions that we have from the online, it says, can I apply with a copy of the school leaving certificate because I do not have the original in hand? So for us, since it is an online application, all you need to do is you need to upload your certificate. So whether it is original or photocopy, it doesn't make a difference. But if we have any doubts or queries about this certificate that we are seeing online, obviously we will call to see the original. So basically, yes, you can apply with a copy. You have to upload that school leaving certificate. As the query we had earlier about the O levels, what one has to do, let's say foundation, the entry criteria is a compulsory school leaving certificate. So basically that is what one needs to upload. But when it comes to certificate level, you need to have 5 O levels in different grades. So, but let's say, because there was a query, can I apply with 2 O levels? Because I am sitting for resits. In that case, you do not qualify for a certificate level. So therefore, you apply for foundation. Then when you have in hand and you have the updates of your qualifications, you will approach us, and if you meet the entry criteria for a certificate, we will automatically move you to the certificate level. But it does not work the other way around. You will not apply for a certificate, and in case you do not reach the entry criteria, then we have to move you down to foundation. So this is how I hope that I covered the query we had online. One other question that we had was about transport. Transport, ITS offers transport only when our students are working. Basically, it will be their lecture, their lesson in the restaurant, and they finish late at night. That means they finish at 11 at night. That is where ITS is involved with transport. But rather than that, we are not involved in any transport like from your home to come to ITS. Okay. We have a question here where what happens if someone is injured, like during their maybe their classes, or someone is injured here at ITS. So basically what happens first thing is that they call the security, because obviously we call for the first aiders first. Secondly, we as Registrar's Office are informed. We will get hold of the student's medical questionnaire, so that we will see first and foremost if the student suffers from any allergies or any like we'll see his medical record. In the meantime, if it is something that it's not something we can control, we automatically we call the parents and the ambulance for the student. excuse me, is this what document? Okay, well, what documents? Basically, the entry criteria for foundation, this is another query, another question we are answering from the online. It says, like, what are the documents one needs to present for the foundation course? The foundation course, all it requires is a complete school leaving certificate, the Form 5 school leaving certificate. And there is also the ALP certificate. So basically it's very basic. One has to remember that this course foundation is very helpful for those students who for some reason or another did not reach or did not make it for all the O levels required, but they still have a way how to climb up the ladder slowly. Yes.
We have a question regarding the school leaving certificate because they have not received it yet.
Okay, so most likely what we are hoping and aiming is that by the 7th of August, you will be in possession of your school leaving certificate. It is very important for us that when one applies, we'll have the school leaving certificate in hand. What happens? If we do something else, we can have your application, but we cannot process it. So basically, it's in hand for nothing because we do not know what or if the person is will be presenting the school leaving certificate.
Okay, so she has uploaded the O levels, but she did not upload the school leaving certificate, of course, because they don't have it.
Yes, but okay, is the person applying for foundation or for certificate level? Okay, for foundation. In this case, when a person is sitting for O levels, for us, it is automatically that she has the compulsory education because a student normally, 99%, when they sit for O levels, they will be in their Form 5, so they would have done the compulsory education. Something like that we will accept, but on the other hand, when at a later stage they will receive the school leaving certificate, it is important that she will still or he will still provide us with a copy. Will upload a copy into his file or will send it to us via email and we will upload it in the personal's file. Why is this? Because if there are O levels, we will be taking you with the O levels into foundation course. So that is an entry point, a valid entry point for us as well. Do we have more questions? No, not even online. No. One thing that I wish to mention, because I forgot earlier, for this year, for this very first year, we are going to have what we call key modules. That means during your studies, you will, when it comes to your results, when it comes to progression from one year to another, these key modules you'll need to pass from, you need to achieve a pass in these key modules. Okay, so ITS has this, that one can progress with a maximum of 12 credits. So let's say I did not pass from 4 modules, and these 4 modules carry 8 credits. You will be able to progress to second year with those failed modules, but you have to repeat them during your studies. But this year, we are going to have the key modules. So in case you have one module that is key module, you will not be able to progress for a higher level, although it will be one module. So this is very important. This is important for you to follow, and it is also important to read the rules and regulations. But any queries, you can always come to the office and ask so that you will know what one will be doing during the year. What will basically, there's a question here, what O-level do we need for foundation? The entry criteria for foundation again is a compulsory school leaving certificate. Now, if one will have O-levels more than good, you can upload them, but basically with a school leaving certificate, you will be eligible to apply. Okay. From okay, the age, they're mentioning age. Obviously, with ITS, you have to be 16 by the end 31st of December of this current year. And one other thing, we do accept applications for mature students, but however, for foundation course, the age is up to 22 years of age. So basically, ITS accepts applications from mature students from 23 years above 23 years. But for foundation, which is good for everyone, the years will be from 16 to 22 to apply for foundation. Okay, I don't think, well, do you have any questions before we close? No. Okay, so thank you once again, and I hope to see the students as students in the coming months. I hope to see you there. Thank you.
I thank you all for being present and all those online. I wish to remind you that tomorrow there will be certificate information sessions about the certificate level, and wish you a good day and hope to see you for the next hospice academic year. Thank you.